Hey, I'm Heather, and in this video, we'll talk about the world of UX/UI design. So what is UX/UI design? UX design refers to the term user experience design, while UI stands for user interface design. User experience design is the process design teams use to create products that provide meaningful and relevant experiences to users. Don Norman, a cognitive scientist and co-founder of Nielsen Norman Group Design Consultancy, is credited with coining the term user experience in the late 1990s. He describes it as encompassing all aspects of the end user's interaction with the company, its services, and its products. UX/UI design is everywhere. Every man-made object involves a user experience. Intentional or not, a user's interaction will leave them with a good or bad experience. UX/UI design seeks to make sure that the end experience is intentionally and thoughtfully crafted. For example, Keurig's K-Cup design takes advantage of the user's need for just a single cup of coffee instead of a whole pot of coffee. A negative example is a large and cumbersome remote control that has an abundance of buttons that are rarely used, leading to a non-intuitive and frustrating design. A UX/UI designer's job involves the design of the entire process of acquiring and integrating a product, including aspects of branding, design, usability, and function. UX designers ask, what is the function? What is a user trying to accomplish with this product? How do I make this product usable for the client and the user? UX/UI designers also need to ensure that diverse users with different needs and abilities can use whatever we design. They also need to make sure that the product they are designing is intuitive and that the systems and navigation are easy to learn. A UX designer is concerned with the entire process, a story that begins before the device is even in the user's hands. As a UX designer, you should consider the why, what, and how of product use. You'll need to consider why a user will adopt this product, and if they will relate to the tasks and structure. You'll also want to ask what people can do with this product. What are its functions? Finally, you should work to understand how a design will communicate this functionality in an accessible and aesthetically pleasing way. User-centered design is an iterative process where you take an understanding of the users and their context as a starting point for the design and development. UX design is often used interchangeably with terms such as UI design, usability, and user research. However, while usability and user interface design are important aspects of UX design, they are only subsets of it. UX design covers a vast array of other areas too, including research. In the real world, a UX/UI designer's job involves wearing many hats. You can have roles such as user experience designer, user interface designer, visual designer, interaction designer, UX researcher, product designer, information architect, and usability engineer. So, where do UX/UI designers work? Most likely, you will find yourself in-house at a product company, a communication firm, or as a part of a design agency. There are often UX jobs at large corporations as well, integrated on a larger design or communication team. But in our gig economy, there is an increasing reliance on independent design consultants, such as freelancers, to fill UX positions. UX/UI designers need technical and design skills like wireframing, prototyping, and interpreting data and feedback. They also need to be adaptable, good with communication, strongly empathetic, and adept at problem solving and teamwork. Hopefully, you now have a good idea of what a user experience and user interface designer actually does. UX/UI is a fascinating, varied, and highly satisfying career path with an endless array of possibilities.